Come fly with me, come fly away. The hell was it at? Oh, there it goes. Okay, get up. Into the survey site, sir. It's on the eastern shore of the lake. Ah! It's the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Speak with this. Okay, I'm speaking the right person. Take the boat. I'm on a boat, motherfucker, on a boat. The map. How's the picture look? Does it look very good?
Look how many people there are. Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
Okay, sorry.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the...
Thrice as hard, even.
You do something. Filters. Yeah, I'll turn it up. Give me 1 second.
Thank you, both
How's
of
that
you.
sound?
I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Once I get through these cutscenes, I'll go into the settings. I might have to turn down in the game itself. Right now, I'm just turning it up like that.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get
Is
her
that better?
hands dirty.
Sorry, I
Great
meant to
job.
say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Well, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Damn.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you!
Say your spirited accounts of these cars are welcome.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Your time has not yet come.
Good to know. Yes. What's his name? The warrior light from another world.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night? Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk yet, he'd reply. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then. Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Yeah, I bet they will take good care of me. I love my side. The chainsaw side.
Dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy.
Oh, I'm in Odin's world.
There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Let me check the settings real quick. That's not position. Yeah, that's what it is. Voice increase up a little bit. I'll turn it down. Just give me a second. There's that better? So, where am I headed? Headed there. Oh, I can't get my mount. Okay. Stuff there.
Halt!
I'll look around where I'm going with this.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
You've never seen me before.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
What's up?
From where do you hail?
Huh. Udall, the source, or blank. I'll go with you.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
Bitch, don't tell me.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Yeah, I can unlock Dancer here.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
Everything all right, Captain?
Oh, it's that guy.
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
No worries.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
And this place is beautiful.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off.
You're what
That
now?
you were still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused? That's funny. Are the other Scions here?
Ah, that is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Yep, got him.
And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the First, you would bring salvation to the Source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Jiminy Christmas.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death.
Yeah, that might be an
No
issue.
would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Yeah, this place is beautiful. I like this place a lot. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Yeah, I was about to say. Nothing for a Reaper. White Mage. White Mage. Stick with White Mage. Now a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation will be more meaningful for you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation. Oh, yeah, oh, okay. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Okay, so I got a scythe. Let me look at see what it looks like. Tell you a secret. When you open a coffer, it gives you that piece for the class of your turn. Oh! I did not know that. Thank you. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetherite, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning, so you should, in theory, be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. I did not know that. That is cool. Thanks for letting me know. After you've done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetherite and head out to the left to arrive at the Crystalian mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as our spokesman, Catlus, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Brady, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetherite Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Very good. I can see the layout of the Crystarium owes more to the historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. Now, honestly, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars and will struggle to accept the truth of their origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. This is an unspoken rule here. I'll peer too deeply into that particular mystery. When you finish making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of the town. Until then. What does that look like? Oh, this one? That's the one I have right now. Is that the one I have? That's one I had, so okay, so it must be this one. They're the same. Okay. First go to the right. Function says you take the flow of the vastly distant currents of that paper. Okay. I guess So I'll start this way. Side. So let me go take care of those right there first. Then go back and talk to Moji. Well, that's a long drop. You're the city friend, the spinning head and wide eyes give you away. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. My name is Braggy, and I am the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too floored by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for homes such as yourself, so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. Fumes, not homes. I completely messed that one up. Ah, something wrong? Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a human like you. And the taller one is an elf. The sturdy individual over there is a gadget, whilst the one with the horns is a drow. And then you have the large scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zoom. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. Not the same as the Exarch. Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your plot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry, should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Let's talk to you about the peoples of the first. A Hume. Alright. Let's go this way. Go get this. Come on. Run, Rudolph. Okay, we gotta make it a town. They can hit that one, and well, can I hit that one? Yeah, I can. I think. Where's that one? That one upstairs? Yeah, that one's upstairs. I think it is. Yeah. Keep going. Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running, running, running. What would you do? You just run, run, run. Aha, got it. Perfect landing. Oh, there you go. Hey, over these logs. I know I look weird jumping on your table. I'll try to at least. There you go. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too. Thanks to us and the mean, we work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll be handed to you on a plate like those Ulumoron layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Ooh. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor, you don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? Why does everybody gotta know where I'm from? Hey, I'm legal. One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. I was invited here, God. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence and pulled the entire thing out of thin air. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear that the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, and for all of his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you ought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catliss and I'll find you a niche here in the Crystalian mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. About the one. Yep, okay. And now, let's see, we got that one. Exactly. Oh no, that's. I saw a bunny crafting and I thought that was you. I was like, wait a second. Did he come to this? A threshold. Or anything that one? I guess so. Dude, okay. I gotta tune to that one, and did I already tune that one? Let's see. me go halfway too. Okay, I got 2 more, so let me get that. Geronimo! And won't let me jump. Whee! I was saying, where'd it go? Did I really jump for no reason? How do I get back there? Do I have to go down another one? I guess so. Don't mind me. I'm just jumping off of, you know, really high places in here. Did I not need to jump off that place? I guess not. Let's go down. Like, I'm right back where I was at. I'm so confused. Oh wait, so, hold on. I already got that one. I'm not heading for that one. I need that one. That's the only one I need. Don't ask. Don't ask what I'm doing. I have no idea. I got confused. I do need that one. Or do I? About to find out. You have to use that child. Okay. Of course he'd be upstairs. Now this is a library. How do they get, like, how do they get these books? What? Come on, come on. Come on. Like, how do they get these books? And those. And those. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city? Perchance, I'm quite familiar with our civic roles. You see, and well, But what I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even a scrap of scribed on parchment? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as profession. Librarian Morin at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have lightly informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Look for any title in particular, may have a spot of academic research? So you've an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment and I'll fetch it for you. Is he calling me a child? And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair and make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson then. That's what that. 100 years ago were near enough not to matter. Villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper and Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pulled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. He called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light, she stood twixt us, and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvent, and Norvent alone spared the fate of oppression. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspects to bedevil the few folk who survived. These Sin Eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Northern's sky. Even now, they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it to you. Or if you would rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I would be glad of your company. Conscious of what may be immutable, yet depending upon one's perceptives, the lesson one learns may be different indeed. In other words, I am very much in favor of revisiting the story one has already read. I wonder if it's the same book, I'd get it. I wasn't sure. Yeah, it's the same book. I'm just saying, like, you know, the book's all the way out there. I'm sure they got a ladder, or maybe, you know, magicians, like, you know, grab the stuff, but, like, it seems very high. I am very interested in it. So far, it really... It really, like, expands on whenever you fought the Warrior of Darkness in Heavensward. Which, you know, I wish, you know, I was even thinking, like, I wish they had, like, expanded on that more, because the story was really interesting. This is cool that they are, you know, expanding on, probably not his story, but what happened to his world and stuff. So, like, I'm interested in this. But how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but 'twas necessary that you grasp these things before you proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. You've done a third question and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fill my half of the bargain and explain what has befallen your comrades. This is a conversation I'd rather have in the privacy of my quarters. However, I must go on to the tower and organize these things, but I shall see that the guard knows to mention. I'm not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it is best that we focus on the present. Greetings, sir. The answer's voice you within.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
turn this back on whenever they talk.
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions. To put it simply, they are here in the First. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the Source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the First, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5. Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the First for almost a year. My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Okay, they explained it before I asked the question. Then find a way to send them back.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the First was rejoined with the Source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Ain't gonna happen.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the First, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
For want of a better choice. I'll be nice for the moment.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
I already did a tour. Are you doing another tour? Alright. I have got to go get Asher. So I'm gonna end the stream right there, but I'm gonna be AFK. But yeah, so I like this so far. I do. The story seems very interesting. The whole calamity thing, the way time passed. I mean, it's I kind of wonder where it's going. I almost think that the Crystal Exarch might be a bad guy, but then again, I don't know. Hi! Here you go. Hey! Alright, well, I gotta go get Astra. So, I will be right back. And we can do some dailies or something. Whenever I get back. Alright, later guys.